Hello. Good evening, everybody. Am I audible to you? Can you please answer me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so today we are going to start with our session, and our today's session is based on the tips to improve our English. Yes, so I want my sessions to be very much interacting. So you cannot sit there being quiet, not giving me any kind of response. That is not acceptable here. Since English is something, any kind of language needs you to speak, to be active, right? So here, whatever I'll be asking, you have to respond, then only I'll move further. Yes. So here I am Shikha Bishwas, your English trainer, your soft skills trainer. And today we are going to look into some tips which would help you to improve your English. Right. So the first question which I am going to ask you today is, do you think it is important to learn English? Any one of you can answer me. Just unmute your mic and answer me.
Yes, ma'am. It is important in professional world, in corporate. We have to communicate in English only.
Yes.
Uh, so it's necessary for uh, in this professional life.
Yes. May I know your name, please?
Lakshya, ma'am.
Lakshya. I'm so happy that you have taken the initiative to talk over here. And the first thing first to learn anything is that you have to take the initiative to take the first step, whether you know that thing or not. But the first step must be taken, then only you'll move to the second step. So when I am asking you any question, whether or not you know to speak in English or not, that doesn't matter. What matters is that whether you are participating in this session or not actively. The moment you will participate, you will see there is a confidence which is building inside you. And for learning anything, that kind of confidence is required, be it English or be it any other kind of language, or if any other skills you want to learn. So confidence must be there, right? So okay, let me move forward. Okay, so here are some reasons why we should learn English, right? Why is it important to learn speaking in English? So do you agree with me that the official language of 53 countries is English? Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Okay. So this is the reason why you should be able to speak in English. If you are not able to speak, you will not be able to present your ideas. You will not be able to convey your messages to people. And the moment there is any opportunity for you to go out or maybe talk to your client, yes, in your professional life, I am talking about. In that case, you have to know to speak in English, right? So if you don't know to speak in English, your clients won't understand, and that would act as an hindrance in the growth of your professional life. Even if you are a businessman also, in that case also English is very important. The moment you are able to speak in English, the way you are seen, or your image, your image changes in front of people, right? And this is the reason why we should learn English. And knowing English is known to be a meta skill. It's not only one skill which you are learning. The moment you learn English, you will see there are various doors which are opening for you. So nowadays, as the things are changing, if your English is good, you can be a technical content writer, you might be a trainer. So many doors would be open for you. But say, for example, you have only the coding skills. In that case, what you will do, you will just sit in one place and keep on coding. But sometimes in your future you will feel like, no, I should come in front of people, I would love to train them, and might be you will be a very good coder. Yes. And that time what will happen, you have to share your knowledge with others. In that case, first thing first is this, that you should know to communicate. And in India we have diverse languages, there are many languages which are spoken. But so if we know only our mother tongue, we will not be able to communicate with everybody. Yes. Yes or no? Am I right? Am I
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So in that case, you have to know this language, right? And it helps you to grow in your career. Yes. As I told you yesterday also, that if you know technical skills, it will just help you to enter the company. But then if you know how to talk, how to present yourself, how to behave with people, in that case, it will take you to the topmost level, I can say. Yeah. It helps you to improve, explore so many information. So if you go to Google, if you are reading any books, and if you know only our Indian languages, your area of exploring would be little bit less, right? But the moment when we know this language, we will be able to read so many things, we will come to know so many informations together, right? And of course it helps us to communicate with people, and that is the basic thing which is required, right? So that day I was talking to one guy. He is working in a very good company, but he has not got any kind of promotion. He is good in coding and every kind of thing, but he has not got any kind of promotion, and that's why he was very much sad. And he was telling that, ma'am, the most important thing, the hindrance which I'm getting in my career is that I'm not able to approach people, and I'm not able to approach people just because I'm not able to speak, right? And it is not like we don't know English, all of us we know English, but then we don't have that practice to speak in English. Yes. And it is not like if we know or not, we will not speak in English. Even if you don't know, you have to start speaking. Go to your manager and start speaking in broken language. He will try to understand, and he will definitely will be answering you, right? So here it is a graph. Okay, here it is said to be successful, it's 85% of soft skill and 15% of hard skill. This already we saw yesterday also, right? And here I can show you that hard skills, if you have both hard skills plus soft skills, you will be a value to your company, to your group, right? And this is what companies are looking for. They are not looking for any person who has only hard skills. They are looking for people who have hard skills plus soft skills. And that is why they because they want to create a value group in their company, right? So tell me here, how many of you are afraid of English? Just message me in the chat box saying I. How many of you are afraid to speak in English? Write in chat box. Yes. Nobody else? Okay. Good, Prashant, that you have accepted your weakness, that you are afraid to speak in English, right? So before improving any of our skill, the first thing is to accept that yes, we are weak in this thing and we have to improve on this thing, right? So there are various ways through which we can improve our English, but what are the reasons behind not being able to speak in English? There are many people who knows to speak, but who knows English, but they are not able to speak, right? Most of the time we think, oh, if we speak, people might misunderstand me. I will be speaking in broken language and they won't understand me, isn't it? Isn't it what we think, right? And then we are also scared of grammatical mistakes. What will happen if I use has in place of have? What will happen if I use was, if I had to use were? There are various kind of fear which comes in our mind, right? A fear of being judged. Most of the times, people keep on judging others. Yes, see, this person doesn't know to speak in English. See how this person is speaking in English, right? He doesn't know the grammatical things. He doesn't know, he doesn't have vocab. His pronunciation is so wrong, isn't it? Right? So you will face such kind of people, right? And not able to frame correct sentences. Most of the time, correct sentence is I can say it's a group of words, but all the words should be in its correct place, then only it is known as correct sentence. But then if you don't know where to place the word, where to place the subject, in that case your sentence becomes wrong, and even the person who is listening to you would be finding it little bit difficult to understand. They will understand you even if you are speaking in broken language. They will understand you, but then it will be little bit difficult for them to understand you, right? Then not knowing the proper vocab. Yes, this is one of the biggest hindrance which people get while speaking, when they don't know which word they should use to convey their message, right? Anxiety, that is nervousness. Okay, so whenever somebody is coming to you and speaking in English, or maybe you know that when I'm going to speak to my manager, I have to speak in English. At that point of time, you are so nervous that you forget half of the things. Then pronunciation mistake, right? Most of the time we make so much mistakes in pronunciation. Yes. So the moment we make a mistake in our pronunciation, our word changes, and I can say you have to improve all these things, right? And the best thing is this, that you are not alone. Throughout India, there are many people who are facing this kind of problem, and they are trying to improve their spoken English part, their written English part as well. And not only in India, there are so many countries also. Nowadays Chinese people have also started learning English. Beforehand they didn't accept English as their language. Nobody of them learned English, but nowadays they have started learning, and that too they are learning through native speakers. Why? Because they know in future there would be huge demand. As the technology is growing, the demand for soft skills would be more, and in that case they need to communicate with people, and they should know how to communicate effectively, right? Okay, so here there are some tips which will help you to improve your English. Okay, first thing first is this, which I told you yesterday also, and everybody will tell you the same thing, is this, that you have to believe yourself. You have to trust yourself that yes, I can do. Most of the time we think that no, we cannot ever speak in English. That person is speaking English so nicely, so fluently, because from childhood she or he has studied in an English medium school, or maybe they were in an English environment. No, that is not the thing. In India, though we study in an English medium school, most of the time when our teachers are not there, or maybe our class monitors are not there, we start speaking in our own mother tongue, right? But then there should be an internal motivation which will help you to learn anything you want in this world, right? There is nothing called impossible, and there is nothing called I can't. Yes, and these words should be omitted from your diary as well. Next is LSRW. Now, LSRW stands for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, so all these aspects are interconnected, and all these aspects are needed when you want to learn English. Okay, so listening means you have to listen to some audio, or due to technology we have come across so many things, so many benefits are there. You can listen to podcast, and there is a app also known as Audible. Okay, download that app. Through that app you will come across so many podcasts, so many audiobooks. Listen to them. At least if you give 15 minutes every day to listening, that will help you a lot. But it's not like you are listening to that and you are thinking something different. You are not reflecting what the speaker is telling. In that case, it wouldn't help you. Whatever you are listening, you have to reflect on that, like how they are framing the sentence, what are the words they are using, how they are speaking. In like somewhere their speech is high, somewhere their speech is low. Okay, so you have to copy everything. Okay, and the moment you start listening, for a week also, if you listen continuously, your mind will start thinking in English. Okay, so why there is a hindrance between speaking? Because when we start speaking in English, first of all we think in our mother tongue, and then we speak in English, and there is a gap between thinking and speaking, and your fluency is gone. Right, so you have to listen to things which is connected directly to your mind. Yes, when you listen to things, it will go directly to your mind, and you will start thinking also in English. Okay, reading, as our parents says us from childhood, read loudly, but as we grow up, I think when we go to 6th standard or 7th standard, we start reading in our mind, because there are so many things for us to read, and we don't have much time to read loudly and reflect on our errors, right? But why they wanted us to read loudly? Because when you read loudly, your speech becomes clear, you understand it clearly, and also you know how the pronunciation should be for few words, right? So your everything is improved while you read. When you read, you listen also. When you read loudly, you listen also, and that is how it affects your mind. Okay, so as you listen, as you read, so when you are reading, that point of time also you have to reflect, how are the sentences, how they have written simply, where are the subjects, where are the verbs, right? So when you read properly, you will be able to write also. So every day, if you are reading a normal short story, one single short story, that wouldn't take more than 5 minutes for you to read it, right? So after reading it, try to write what you understood after reading the story. Okay, so reading is a very good habit. Not only storybooks, you should go through novels, you should go through various literature books which are written by various writers. That will help you to grow your mind also, right? And then speaking, so everything is connected. When you listen, when you read, when you write, your sentences are automatically corrected. Maybe you would not be able to speak fluently within a week's time, but within 15 days time, if you just follow all these things blindly, you are definitely going to speak fluently. And for speaking also, you have to speak to somebody every day, maybe your friend, maybe you can open the video in your mobile and record how you are speaking, and then again listen to it, and then reflect on it where you should improve, and accordingly you can improve it, right? And yeah, storytelling, every day you keep on telling one or the other event to your parents or maybe to your friends. This thing happened to me today in my office. Today I went to shopping and I saw this dress and it was so beautiful, but I could not buy. So many stories you frame every day. Okay, so start writing those stories, and whatever event is happening to you, started telling it like a story to your friends. Okay, the moment you try framing stories, you will be able to see that your English is improving automatically, right? And apart from that, vocabulary part, how can we learn vocab? Okay, so when we think of vocab, we think a list of words. So if I give you a list of words, list of 100 words, would you be able to learn it? Yes or no? If I give you a list of 100 words, would you be able to learn it?
No,
Tell
ma'am.
me. Sorry, I didn't get you.
No, ma'am.
Yes. So in that case, you have to read stories, and every day you have to take out 2 words at least, right? You have to learn 2 words. Every day, if you learn 2 words and you are implementing those words in your writing, in your talking, you will definitely be able to learn various words within a week's time. Okay. So let us move forward. And yes, another more best thing is this: don't be afraid to make mistakes. Even if you are not able to speak, keep on speaking. If you are speaking in broken language, also, then too, I will ask you to speak, because mistake is the first step to learn anything, right? First of all, you will be doing mistake, and then only you will do the correction, isn't it? So never be scared to do a mistake. Keep on learning things and keep on implementing them. So generally, for pronunciation, most of the time our pronunciation is not correct, and that point of time we start with phonics and tongue twisters. So here I have not included phonics because it would be a very long thing to do, because there are so many letters in English, and each letter has got different sounds, and they have single sounds, they have double sounds, they have triple sounds. So it will take a long time. If we learn few sounds today, that won't help us. But then for example, I have taken 3 tongue twisters for you, which would help you to clear your speech if you practice them daily, right? So anybody of you can volunteer to read this? Anybody of you want to read this?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, please read the first one.
Sushi shine. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines.
Hmm.
Fu-
Correct.
uh,
Yeah, please tell me.
should I should I read second one?
Yes, of course.
Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was not very fuzzy, was he?
Okay, very
She,
good.
she,
Hmm.
she sells she sells seashells by the seashore, and the shells she sells by the seashore are seashells for sure.
Hmm. Okay, so these are some tongue twisters which helps you to understand where you are wrong. When I say Susie shine, okay, your words, your sounds which are coming out through your mouth, it should be clear crystal clear. And how it should be crystal clear? When you practice all these tongue twisters, when you read loudly, right? So if I read it, I will read it like this: Susie shine. Susie shine. Yeah. So my sir and sure, you can understand it, and you can differentiate within it, isn't it? Can you make the difference when I say Susie shine? Can you make the difference in the sounds? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. Right? Can you see how clear the speech is? You have to be that much clear. Then Fuzzy wuzzy. Most of the time, whenever this Z sound comes, they pronounce it as J. Fudgy wudgy. They say fudgy wudgy. Actually, it is not fudgy. Fudgy. Z sound doesn't make J sound. It will make a Z sound. Z. Okay. Fuzzy wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Okay. She sells. She sells seashells by the seashore. Now, as the S's are changing here, everything, the meaning of the words are changing. Okay. And the shells she sells by the seashore are seashells for sure. So if I say she, you will understand that I'm talking about a girl. But if I say see, what you will understand? Anybody can answer me? If I say see, what you will understand? See, if I say see means you will understand that I'm asking you to look at something, or maybe SEAC, that is ocean, isn't it? So if you read SHE she as see, that is not acceptable. SHE she should be read as she only, not see. Right? So as we are moving forward here, we will also learn how to read. So if you go back to your childhood, you will remember that when your teachers used to come to the class and they used to narrate a story, there was something imagination which was created in your mind, right? So the way you read should be such that the listeners should be attracted to listen to you. Yes, they should be able to create the image about what you are reading. So reading is also an art, I can say. So how should you read? You have to read with proper pronunciation and fluency. You also have to check voice modulation. Now if I don't have energy, I will speak in a very flat manner. There wouldn't be any voice modulation. There wouldn't be, my speeches wouldn't go high and low, and you people would not listen to me if my pitches are not going high and low. In that case, voice modulation is very much important. Okay. Also, while reading, you have to check about all the punctuation marks. Where there is comma, you have to pause for a little time. Where there is a question mark, your expression should be like a question. That means you are asking something to somebody. Exclamation marks, when we use exclamation marks to express our feelings. Maybe when we are sad, we are happy, we are excited. So however the sentence is, in that way your expression should be. And periods means full stop. Wherever there is a full stop, you have to pause for a long time. So as I already told you, that reading is an art and it should be able to create interest in you and in others. Okay, so whenever you are reading something, maybe when you are going to give the speech also, here it is not only about reading. When you are going to give speech to a group of people, at that point of time also it is important, okay, that how you are attracting listeners to listen to you. Understood? So I have got a story here. Anybody who wants to read the story? Anybody? Nobody is interested? Okay. So as I am reading, I want you to listen to it carefully so that you can understand how to read a story. There are lots of full stop, lots of commas, lots of exclamation marks and question marks in this story. Yes. So while I am reading, I want you to listen to me carefully to understand how I am reading and to reflect on it as well. Right? So this story is about a boy who cried wolf. So you already know about this story, I think, right? But then today we are reflecting on how to read any kind of story. Yes. So once there was a boy who became bored when he watched over the village sheep grazing on the hillside. To entertain himself, he sang out, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing the sheep." When the villagers heard the cry, they came running up the hill to drive the wolf away. But when they arrived, they saw no wolf. The boy was amused when seeing their angry faces. "Don't scream wolf, boy," warned the villagers. When there is no wolf, they angrily went back down the hill. Later, the shepherd boy cried out once again, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing the sheep." To his amusement, he looked on as the villagers came running up the hill to scare the wolf away. As they saw there was no wolf, they said strictly, "Save your frightened cry for when there really is a wolf. Don't cry wolf when there is no wolf." But the boy grinned at their words while they walked grumbling down the hill once more. Later, the boy saw a real wolf sneaking around his flock. Alarmed, he jumped on his feet and cried out as loud as he could, "Wolf, wolf!" But the villagers thought he was fooling them again, and so they didn't come to help. At sunset, the villagers went looking for the boy who hadn't returned with their sheep. When they went up the hill, they found him weeping. "There really was a wolf here. The flock is gone. I cried out, 'Wolf,' but you didn't come," he wailed. An old man went to comfort the boy. As he put his arm around him, he said, "Nobody believes a liar even when he is telling the truth." So, the moral of this story is even if you are telling the truth, no one believes a liar. So, did you find it interesting that when I was reading, did you create the image in your mind? Tell me yes if you, just write yes in the chat box if you were able to create the image in your mind. Just write yes. Okay. So, your reading should be such that people should be interested to listen to you, right? Okay. So here there is a video. I want you to watch this video and then you will be telling me what you understood after watching this video. Just a second.
The perfect thing. Amy was very excited. She was going to a big birthday party on Saturday night. There would be music, dancing, food, and lots of new people to meet. Amy knew she would have a great time, but what was she going to wear? All her friends at school were talking about it. Imogen and Chloe had new dresses, Sally had expensive new jeans, Kerry had amazing new shoes. "Mum," said Amy, "please can I have some money to buy something new?" "No," said her mother, "you have plenty of nice things. What about your blue t-shirt, the one with a butterfly on it? That's lovely." "Everyone else has something new," said Amy unhappily. "I don't want to be the only one in old clothes." "It's not old," laughed her mother, "and it's lovely. I don't have the money to buy you something new. You will have to ask your gran." This was a good idea. Amy's Gran loved clothes and loved shopping, so Amy phoned her, and on Saturday they went to the shopping mall together. Now, said Gran, we are here. So, what do you want? Something really nice, said Amy. Gran laughed. We need to know more than that, my love. What are we looking for? A dress? A top? New jeans? I don't know, said Amy. I will know when I see it. Gran sighed. We could have a very long day ahead of us. You must have some idea. What colour do you fancy? Red? Yellow? I don't like yellow, said Amy, though she didn't sound sure. Blue? I like blue. Gran smiled. Great. So we start by looking for blue things. They went into the first store and began to look at the clothes. Gran pulled out dresses, tops, jeans, all in blue. Do you like this, love? Or this? Amy chose 6 things and went to the fitting room to try them on. When she came out, Gran was waiting. What did you think? She said. Anything nice? Amy shook her head. No, the dress was quite nice, but it wasn't really special. I want something special, Gran. I know you do, my love. It's a special party. Don't worry, this is just the first shop. There are plenty of others. Come on. Amy and her Gran went into every shop on floor 1. Amy found nothing, so they took the escalator up to floor 2 and began again. In every shop, Amy tried on clothes. Gran was very patient. She never got cross. Take your time, love, she said. I want you to be happy. They changed the colour from blue to red. Still, they found nothing. They took the escalator to floor 3 and had lunch. Gran squeezed Amy's hand. You will find something, she said. There are 5 floors in this mall. We will keep going until we find your special thing. Amy ate her burger and said nothing. She was getting very tired. But Gran was amazing. She kept looking and never stopped smiling. They searched in all the shops on floor 3, then went up to floor 4. But there, something snapped inside Amy. Her heart suddenly felt very heavy. Tears came to her eyes, and she began to cry. Oh, love, what on earth is the matter? I'm never going to find it, Gran, said Amy. I want so much to find something special, but nothing is right, and I'm so tired. I just want to go home, but I can't go home with nothing. Gran passed her a tissue. Don't upset yourself. We have tried, haven't we? That's the important thing. And we've had a nice day. That is important too. And let me tell you a secret. I know the perfect thing for you to wear. Something that will make you feel wonderful. Something that will make everyone want to be your friend. Really? Said Amy. What is it? Do we still have time to get it? You already have it, Gran whispered something in Amy's ear. Amy's eyes went big. Yes, she said. Yes! Oh, Gran, you are so clever. She kissed Gran on her cheek. Let's go home. That night, Amy's mum couldn't wait to see the special outfit they had bought. But when Amy came down from her bedroom, she was wearing her old jeans and the blue butterfly t-shirt. You are going in that, said Mum. But you spent the whole day shopping. You said you had found the perfect thing to wear. I did find it, said Amy. I am wearing it, Mum. A smile. She smiled her best, biggest smile. Her mum smiled too. You are right, Amy. You don't need fancy clothes or money. A smile is all you need. Yes, said Amy. It's the perfect thing.
So what was the perfect thing Amy had? Yes, anybody can answer.
Smile.
Smile. And why Gran said that smile was the perfect thing she had? She can wear. No answers? So what was the name of the girl?
Amy.
Amy. And why she was worried about? What she was worried about, I can say. What she was worried about? She wanted something new to wear in her friend's birthday, isn't it? Yes. So this is how you have to listen to things. And even you can watch videos and you can reflect, like these subtitles are coming. If you read them, you will feel like these sentences are so simple. If you reflect on them, you will know that most of the time we frame simple sentences rather than like structuring complex sentences. And the moment you will know how to frame sentences simply, you will know how to speak in English, and you will also know how to write in English. So here this is a very great tip I can give you today, where this you won't be finding in the books also. So the like structure of a sentence is, it will be having subject, verb and object. Okay, but then we have to always agree our verb with our subjects, right? So there are certain rules which should be followed for agreeing our verbs with our subjects. That is, when our subject is singular. Okay, so our subject could be a noun or a pronoun. When I say noun, that means I can say the name of any person, place, animal, thing. Okay, so a man or a dog or cat or like a restaurant, pen, all these are singular nouns. Or pronouns, if I say pronoun, he, she, it, all these are singular pronouns. So when my subject is singular, my verb will also be singular. So when I say singular subject, if I say a pen, so that means I mean I'm talking about only one pen. I don't have s included with this. But then a moment I add s with it, it becomes pens. Means my subject becomes plural, isn't it? But then verbs act differently than the nouns. When I add s with verbs, it becomes singular. If I say walk, that means it is plural verb. But if I add s with the verb, that means it becomes singular verb. Okay. So the rule says a singular noun or pronoun takes a singular verb with it. A plural noun or pronoun takes plural verb with it. And the pronoun you, we use you both for when we are talking to one person or maybe more than one person. In both the cases, we use you. And that's why the verb used for you is always plural. And same is the case with I. Yes, when I say I, with I also we use plural form of the verb. Okay, just a second. Okay, so with I, we always use the plural form of the verb. That is the main verb which we will be using, like walk, talk, eat, sleep, drink. All these are verbs. Verbs are doing words. I think you know, isn't it? All the doing words are known as verb, right? So our every sentence contains subject and verb and object. Okay, but then the verbs should always agree with the subject. Now, how can you do it? Here are some simple sentences, like singular noun have a singular verb. So my first sentence, the girl speaks French. When I say girl, my girl is without S. That means it is singular. My subject is singular. When I say speaks, speak is the verb here in my sentence. When I'm adding S with speak, so my verb becomes singular. Yes? So speaks is singular or plural? Anybody can answer. When I'm adding S with speak, is it singular or plural?
Plural.
Anybody? If I am adding S with speak, it is plural?
Singular.
Singular. Yes. So when we add S with verb, it is singular, right? It is not plural. When I am not adding S with the verb, it becomes plural. So the girl speaks French. Here my subject and my verb both are singular, and my verb agrees with the subject, and my sentence is all correct. Then here the girls speak French. Girls, right? Here my subject is singular or plural? My subject is singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. What about the verb here? Is it singular or plural? Yes?
Plural.
Plural. Very nice. Very good. My verb is without S, and that's why it is plural, right? The girls speak French. Yes. So here also my verb is agreeing with the subject, and that's why my sentence is correct. Okay. So in the same way, the other sentences are also written. The child plays football. Child means we are talking about only one child. The children play football. So most of the time I have heard people using children's. Children's is a incorrect word. We never use children's for framing a plural form of a child. It is only children, right? The children play football. Then that dog runs fast. Here again my subject and my verb both are singular. Those dogs run fast. Okay, and this dress looks beautiful. These dresses look beautiful. My next sentence has a proper noun in it. Reema lives in Mumbai. Okay, so here my subject is singular, so my verb is also singular with S. And here Reema and Rahul live in Mumbai. Reema and Rahul. So when I am adding and here, so my subject is becoming plural, and that's why I am using the plural verb live here. Now say if I am using Reema or Rahul, what would be the subject then? If I am using Reema or Rahul, what would be my subject? It would be singular or plural. Yes?
Plural.
I'm telling it is Reema or Rahul. So my subject is singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular, correct. As I'm using or here. The moment I'm using or, my subject is becoming singular because I'm giving an option either Reema or Rahul, right? So in that case, my verb will also change. I will add S with live and my verb will become lives. Reema or Rahul lives in Mumbai. Okay. Last sentence, he. He is the third person singular pronoun. Yes, as it is single, and so we are using the singular verb, that is love is coming with S, right? He loves to eat ice cream. Then They is the third person plural pronoun. They love to eat ice cream. So if you try to frame sentences in this way, your English should be so much correct. Okay, just from today onwards you have to try writing such kind of simple sentences. Okay, so here I have shown in a table whatever we had seen in our previous examples for noun, like whatever we had singular noun like girl, child, dog, dress, Rima, or even if we would have used singular pronoun like he, she, it, we would have used all the verbs with s to make it singular, like speaks, plays, runs, looks, lives. Okay, so never be confused when there is a s with the verb. Okay, it is singular, it is not plural. Okay, and when my noun is with s, that means my nouns are plural. Girls, children, dogs, dresses, Rima and Rahul. They and we, these are also plural pronoun, isn't it? And I and you, as I already told, these pronouns, though you is used both for singular and plural persons, I is used only for a single person. But then these two pronoun always takes the plural form of the verb. Okay, so we will be using the verbs without s, that is speak, play, run, look, live. We never say I eat pizza. Do we say like this? We never say, isn't it? We say it like this: I eat pizza. I love to eat pizza. We never say I loves to eat pizza, you loves to eat pizza. We say I love to eat pizza, you love to eat pizza, isn't it? So this is how you can correct your sentences so simply if you know the structure of the sentences. Okay, then the be form of the verb. Okay, so am, is, are, was, were, all these are be form of the verb, and these are also known as helping verbs, isn't it? So am, is, are is used for framing sentences under present tense, and was and were are used for framing sentences under past tense. Yes, so with I we always use am, that we all know, isn't it? I am studying right now, I am attending a workshop right now, I am attending a training right now, isn't it? He, she, it. He is eating his dinner, she is eating her dinner, it is playing in the park. Okay, and with you we are. So you, if you feel that it is singular and if you use you is, that becomes a totally incorrect sentence. With you we will be using always the plural form of the verb, that is are. You are studying, we are studying, they are studying, right? So all these sentences are under present tense. Now if we want to frame sentences under past tense, so we will be using was with the pronouns I, he, she, it, right? So I was studying, he was studying, she was studying, it was playing, right? And you, see here, with you we never use was. With you we always be using were to frame sentences under past tense. You, we, they will always take were. You were studying, we were studying, they were studying, right? Understood? Understood, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Any confusion anybody has anywhere, please tell me. Any confusion anybody has, you can ask me now. Okay, so let us move forward. So here there are some more examples, like I am a girl, he is going to school, she is doing her homework, you are doing your homework, they are playing in the park, we are going for shopping. Can you see these sentences are so simple, isn't it? So the moment you will start writing such kind of sentences, you will be also able to speak. Okay, and under past tense, I was reading, he was playing, she was working, you were talking to your friends, they were going for shopping, we were playing. right? So these are some simple tips for you to improve your English. If you follow all these, you will definitely be able to improve your spoken English as well as your written English, right? So here there are some tips how can you talk to your client. Okay, so whenever you are facing any interview or you are talking to your client, you should always have a smiling face. You should never frown. Okay, and it's not like you will jump on the important matters. Most of the time when we are doing business talks, it's not like, hey, can you tell me the quotation what you have given for this product? No, you have to ask how are you, how everything is going, how is your business going, right? And then you can ask for the important thing you had gone there to talk to that person. Again, you always have to be polite, and you also have to avoid sentences like will you, can you, or could you. That these sentences are always demanding. They will the client will feel that you are demanding something. In that case, you have to use like, would you mind doing this for me, would you mind fixing the quotation in this much price, right? And yes, whenever you're listening to somebody at that point of time also, you should listen to that person effectively. You should not interrupt in between, right? Intonations, whenever you are talking to somebody, your pitch should go high and low. That is what known as intonations, right? It shouldn't be flat, so people wouldn't listen to you if you are speaking in a flat manner. Okay, and these are some pro tips which you can use everywhere, in like in your office when you are talking to your manager, to your colleague, and even when you are out, you are talking to some strangers. If you use all these tips, you will be a very successful person, I can say, right? Both in your profession as well as in your business. So any question, guys? Any questions you have, because we have come to the end of the session today? Any questions? No questions? Okay. So I am done for today.
Ma'am,
Zamir,
can you share this PPT in the group?
yeah, I will ask my team to share all these PPT with you. Yes?
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. No more questions?